Look around YouTube, look around Twitter. Everybody's guessing. Everybody's predicting. Everybody's wondering the next Bitcoin move, especially after this last 30 days or so of consolidation. It's up in the air. I don't know what camp you're in, bearish, bullish, doesn't matter. There were similar vibes around 4 years ago after the post-2016 halving. Can we revisit that time to get clues, hints into the next Bitcoin move? What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming by Crypto Capital Venture. Be sure to hit that subscribe on the way in. It means a lot. Let's jump into the video. So this is what's going on. This is on the very short term, symmetrical triangle going back to that huge drop at the beginning of September, just about a month ago, September 3rd. And we've just been tracking it. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but you better believe the next video we will be discussing. We are there, 74% to the apex of the symmetrical triangle after bouncing around like ping pong in this consolidation, in these Fibonacci retracements so beautifully from a technical analysis perspective. You know, time will tell. It doesn't obviously have to be 74% exactly, but we are there. We've approached the apex, and hopefully Bitcoin is going to do something very, very soon. But what I want to talk about in this video is this. Where are we in terms of sentiment? Where are we in terms of what do the markets think? What are people waiting for? What are people saying? And it's been just some consolidation here, especially in the last month or so, post 2020 halving. And there's a lot of similarities in terms of what happened post 2016 halving. And you can see actually on the screen it says 161 days. So this is 161 days post 2016 halving. This is Bitcoin, 57% from its swing high, its all-time bull market high around $1,100. Bitcoin was kind of just in this slow and steady uptrend. And very similar thing happening now. Bitcoin not 57% away, but 82% away from its swing high, all-time high, 20,000, 161 days post-halving. Now, let me just actually get rid of this. You can see that right back here, 2016, these weekly candles were very small, even in a slow uptrend. It's a pretty nice uptrend, $500 some to around $700. And you look at the candles here on this weekly chart, pretty much post 2020 halving. Look at this. Pretty small candles, one nice move that, 3 or 4 weeks of upward momentum for Bitcoin, but a lot of patience being learned. So what I did is I went back to this time frame and I looked up Reddit posts. What were people saying? And it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how similar it is to what people are saying now in terms of Bitcoin. I want to start with this. I tweeted earlier, Bitcoin is going to change a lot of lives in 2021. And I got like a couple comments right off the bat. This person said, I do not see adoption. Market cap, same. This person said, I wonder. I see no interest in Bitcoin in the general population. So it's just bots buying back and forth and a few long-term hodlers who can't sell for tax reasons. What do you think will happen in 2021? A lot of people are just kind of looking at the very surface level, general areas in terms of Bitcoin, meaning market cap, very general, price, very general. They're not looking deeper into the data, what's actually happening behind the scenes, and that is important. So I want to revisit first this post from 4 years ago, and we're talking, this is September 8th, 2016. Little over 4 years ago. Today I'm learning there are 310,371 addresses with more than 2 Bitcoins, totaling 15 million BTC, 96% of all existing Bitcoins. Now, what I want to just point out is this. This chart on Glassnode isn't 2 or more Bitcoin. This is 1 or more Bitcoin. But look at the growth of addresses with 1 or more Bitcoin that has just been growing. Obviously, there's that peak in 2017 high. We've consolidated, but the same exact thing happened after that 2013 high going into that bear market, right? So that's anticipated, that's expected. And so we have this steady long-term growth of people just holding Bitcoin, in this case, 1 Bitcoin. And, you can go look at other, data points like more than 10 Bitcoin, more than 100 Bitcoin, and you can see what those look like. I'll put a link in the description and you can mess around with this. But point being, there is adoption. It's just a little deeper than what you see on the surface. Price doesn't automatically mimic adoption. It doesn't automatically mimic, what is actually happening behind the scenes. In this case, holders holding. Here's another one. Bitcoin over $600. Is this a good time to buy more? $600 Bitcoin. And this was September 5th, 2016. In terms of the charts, right here, this person posting this. Imagine this, everybody. Imagine this person posting Bitcoin breaking $600. Should I buy more? Absolutely having no idea, right, what was getting ready to happen with Bitcoin. Some consolidation. This is a daily chart, and then explosion. If you actually zoom out on this daily chart, look what was following his post. Look what was getting ready to happen. And the person had absolutely no idea that it was going to happen. And I think a lot about everybody tweeting and doing YouTube videos and commenting. And everybody has their own position. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own anticipation. Nobody knows, just like this fellow back in 2016, 4 years ago, what was getting ready to hit. And so it is when we look at the charts, and we can go all the way over here, nobody knows what is going to happen. Somebody could be commenting out there on Reddit right now, Bitcoin's still above $10,000. It's been above $10,000 for like months now. Should I buy Bitcoin? Not knowing what is getting ready to potentially happen. Obviously, there's no guarantees, but man, if the chart mimics what it did when that last guy posted on that Reddit forum all the way back here, could you imagine? So take that into consideration. We don't know what's going to happen next, but the possibilities are endless. They're just as endless as they were back at $600. This is another good one. Question for hodlers. Will you ever sell? Hypothetically, is there a point when you would just dump all you have if the price is right? Say Bitcoin gets to that magical, mythical $10,000 mark. Would you sell? Are you kidding me? This guy 3 years ago talking about the mythical, magical $10,000 mark. That was October 14th, 2016. This was like just 4 years ago. Basically 4 years ago, talking about the mythical $10,000. And, look what happened. This is October right here, the bottom of my screen to the left. That guy is posting that question, and look what has happened. It broke $10,000. And what's absolutely amazing to me is right now, $10,000 is commonplace. Would he have ever thought that in 2020, 4 years later, Bitcoin above $10,000 would be a consolidation area for Bitcoin? He probably didn't think that. Obviously, he thought $10,000 was a mythical, magical area. Bitcoin is moving. Any news? And this was, again, October 11th, 2016. Just around 4 years ago. And obviously you scroll through here, we have a ton of people just speculating, guessing what is new. And Bitcoin was, moving, right? Let's actually visit what Bitcoin was doing when that person posted. This is October. Here's the move. A nice little green candle. Let's measure that to get an idea. We're looking at a measure of around 4%. Not even 4%. Does that sound familiar? Bitcoin puts in a nice daily candle. People start going a little crazy. Hey, what's going on? Bitcoin's moving. Is this it? People get very emotional in this market. And I just think it's funny. But again, here's that first post we looked at right here in September. This one in October, would he had ever known Bitcoin actually was getting ready to do something crazy? Look at this. Bitcoin never saw $600 again after that time. Bitcoin just entered into that parabolic uptrend into the bull market. He had no idea. That poster had no idea it was going to happen. And the same is true, again, I say this for everyone out there, even me as I do these videos every day. We do technical analysis, very zoomed in on the charts often. We don't know what is the next move. $10,000 could be left behind, never to be seen again, similar to how $600 was back then, and it can happen quickly. Time will tell, obviously. This was another good post. This was basically 18 reasons Bitcoin price could 10x or more And this was November 20th, 2016, right here, Bitcoin trading at around 700 some dollars. Talking about a 10x he was. If you kind of just scroll out here, I guess the poster probably didn't realize that Bitcoin was actually getting ready to 10x from 700 some dollars. That would bring you to a $7,000 Bitcoin, and it far surpassed that, obviously. And currently, 4 years later, we're trading above that. The speculation that is on Reddit, and you go back in history and you look at these things, is really interesting to me. It puts so much into perspective because all there is now is speculation, predictions, guesses, and people worrying as well. There's a lot of emotionality in these markets, and it's always interesting to see the same exact emotionality play out back then. Nobody knew what was about to happen. And similarly, everyone, I'm telling you, absolutely, if you zoom out on this daily chart, nobody knows what's going to happen next. But one thing is for sure, we have been in a steady uptrend from all of these posts. Since all of these posts were posted on Reddit 4 years ago, what do you think is going to happen next? How close will you be? I can't believe actually reading some of these posts. Bitcoin's over $600. Is this a good time to buy more? I think that's hilarious to me to think about somebody posting that 4 years ago, and currently we're consolidating at $10,000. Time will tell. I thought it would be a cool video to kind of go through some of these comments. It really does bring everything back into perspective. And then here we are ending up on the very zoomed in charts, where I know you all like to look at these charts, these zoomed in charts. When is that next move? When is Bitcoin going to get that 3% pop out of a symmetrical triangle? Did something happen? Is something getting ready to happen? It's kind of that daily entertainment that we have on these Bitcoin charts. But I do encourage all of you, zoom out on the charts, zoom out on what Bitcoin is doing. Look at the data. Look at people accumulating Bitcoin. It's happening. It's happening before our eyes, and it's probably not going to slow down anytime soon. So wanted to share that with you. Let's see what Bitcoin does in the short term. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on my channel. Subscribe, turn the notifications on, get notified, because I try and cover Bitcoin, especially when it pops, when it moves, when it's pumping 3%. Appreciate you coming by. Hit that like button on the way out. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.